We know butterflies and are probably the most vibrant and colorful insects around. Butterfly wings cover thousands of tiny scales, and these scales reflect light in different colors. But under all those scales, a butterfly's wing is actually formed by layers of chitin, the same protein that makes up the insect's exoskeleton. These layers are so thin that you can see them right through. As the butterfly ages, the scales fall off the wings, leaving translucent spots where the chitin layer is exposed. Butterflies have taste receptors on their feet to help them find their host plants and locate food. The female butterfly descends on different plants, and the leaves are knocked by their feet until the plant releases juices. The spines on the back of his legs contain chemical receptors that detect the correct matches of phytochemicals. When you have identified the correct plant, she lays her eggs. The butterfly will also roll over its food, using organs that sense dissolved sugars to taste food sources such as fermentation fruit. Speaking of food butterflies, adult butterflies can only feed on liquids, usually nectar. Its parts are modified to enable it to brew, but the solids cannot be chewed. The proboscis, which serves as a drinking straw, pierces under the chin of a butterfly until it finds a source of nectar or other liquid nutrition. Then it excretes the long tubular structure and raises the level of the meal. Some butterflies feed on sap, and some resort to guarding against decaying carrion. No matter the meal, it sucks at the straw. A butterfly that does not drink nectar is doomed to failure. One of its first jobs as an adult butterfly is to collect its poems. When a new adult emerges from the pupa or cocoon state, its mouth is in two parts. Using a palpi located next to the proboscis, the butterfly begins working its two parts together to form a single tubular proboscis. You might see new curls in the butterfly and do the trick over and over, testing it out. A butterfly cannot live on sugar alone. It needs minerals too. To supplement its diet of nectar, the butterfly will sip from mud brook, which is rich in minerals and salts. This behavior, called puddling, occurs more often in male butterflies, which include minerals in their sperm. These nutrients are then transferred to the female during mating, and help improve the viability of her eggs. Butterflies need an ideal body temperature of around 85 degrees Fahrenheit to fly. Since they are cold-blooded animals, they cannot regulate their body temperatures. The surrounding air temperature has a great influence on its ability to work. If the air temperature drops below 55 degrees Fahrenheit, the butterflies become immobile, unable to escape predators or forage. When the air temperature is between 82 degrees and 100 degrees Fahrenheit, butterflies can fly easily. Cold days require the butterfly to warm up its flight muscles, either shivering or basking in the sun. Even sun-loving butterflies can get overheated when temperatures rise above 100 degrees Fahrenheit and may seek shade to cool off. Inside the chrysalis, a butterfly awaits a progenitor to emerge with its wings collapsing around its body. When she is finally separated from her Virgo state, she greets the world with drooping little wings. The butterfly must immediately pump body fluid through the wings' veins to expand them. When its wingspan has reached full size, the butterfly must remain for a few hours to allow its body to dry and harden before it can make its first flight. Once out of its cocoon as an adult, the butterfly only has 2 to 4 short weeks to live, in most cases. During that time, he focuses all his energy on two tasks: eating and mating. Some of the tiniest butterflies, the blues, may only survive a few days. Butterflies that spend as long as adults, such as monarchs and mourning serpents, can live as long as 9 months. Within about 10 to 12 feet, the butterfly's eyesight is very good. Anything further than that distance gets a little blurry on a butterfly, though. Butterflies rely on their eyesight for vital tasks, such as finding mates of the same species and finding the flowers they must feed. In addition to seeing some of the colors we can see, butterflies can see a range of ultraviolet colors that are invisible to the human eye. The butterflies themselves may have ultraviolet markings on their wings to help them identify each other and identify potential mates. The flowers also display ultraviolet markings that act as traffic signals to incoming pollinators such as butterflies, pollen me. Butterflies rank so low in the food chain that many hungry predators would be happy to bring them a meal. Some butterflies fold their wings to blend in the background, using camouflage to make themselves all but invisible to predators. Others try the opposite strategy, wearing vibrant colors and patterns that boldly announce their presence. Brightly colored insects often pack a poisonous punch if ingested, so predators learn to avoid them. Some butterflies are not poisonous at all, but pattern themselves after other species known for their toxicity. By mimicking their bait-tasting cousins, they fend off predators.